course, we're here with Tom from Angels And Airwaves. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Have you managed to have, obviously you've been to London quite a few times before, have you managed to get any time off today to go and see things, or not really?
No, I did for a couple hours. I had to go check something out, so the answer is yes. But it wasn't like traditional sightseeing. It was, I had to go run an errand, so I got to see some stuff. But I did get out of this room, which is good.
Yeah, you got that. It's one of those kind of, there's not much you can do in here really, is there, to be honest?
No, and I've been in here for a few hours now, and it's not getting any better.
Do you not like your sofa?
It's okay.
So, I mean, I guess, have you played here before?
I don't know if I have.
If you have, it would have been a long time ago if you did. I don't think there's been any, I don't think Angels And Airwaves have played here before at all. But
yeah, this might be a first one here.
And obviously I'm assuming it's sort of 6:30, so you guys have sound checked already. What do you think of the venue?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm excited. The stage is great. The venue looks incredible. So I think it's going to be a blast. I'm assuming it's going to be a blast.
Well, I mean, London, you know, I think generally has quite good crowds. What do you think? How do you rate it?
No, London's very, very important and nostalgic for American rock and roll.
Yeah.
You gotta come here. You gotta do your thing. You gotta earn acceptance from the English youth. So this is good.
So have you found I mean, you played quite a few venues across London in your time. Do you think, what's your most memorable London moment?
For some reason, I remember playing like 15 years ago, and some kid got on stage with like this big hair and beard, and I stopped the song and said he looked like Jesus. That's like the only thing that I remember.
And that was just a stand-up moment.
It was really funny.
What venue was that at?
I don't remember.
Astoria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Astoria, but I was like, is that a different city?
No, well, it's not here anymore.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
They had to dig it up to make way for a massive sort of new high-speed train station thing.
Fair enough.
I don't think we're quite over it yet. But yeah, I mean, it's sort of obviously over promoting the new record sort of November, wasn't it? I think that one was out here in November.
The record came out in November. We've been doing a lot since then. A lot of different continents.
Because this is kind of like the big tour to kind of push that and kind of.
No, this is still a promotional tour. So,
do you reckon?
Yeah. We're doing 2 weeks in the States, and then in Europe, we did Australia, and then we come back through, do festivals, and then we'll come back through and do a proper tour.
So basically this year is just, well, I mean, obviously you're back for Blink as well, but it's kind of big touring year then this year.
This is a lot of touring this year, but primarily it's all promotional tours with Angels and Airwaves, and then Blink will do a big tour in the summer.
It's kind of like, I mean, have you been, how have the sets been so far? They've been quite heavily on the new record? Or just kind of a mix and stuff?
It's a mix. We always mix it up. We always create a show that's one continuous arc. You know, there's no breaks.
Yeah.
So that's what's more important to us. Not necessarily where the music comes from, but we've always been pretty cognizant of having all of our records, showcased a little bit here and there.
So do you think, like, when you're putting together the set list, do you rehearse a tour set list and just kind of stick to it, or do you throw different bits and pieces in?
We stick to it. We make a few changes along the way, but we pretty much stick to what it is. It makes it easier for all the guys doing all the lighting, because we have a pretty intricate lighting show. So.
And like you said, you need the kind of seamless.
If it all works together, you can't. Yeah, it's hard just to change elements. It kind of mixes it up.
So you found like obviously it's like it'd be the second record you guys have self-released, hasn't like both of the.
This is actually the first release. The first half was given out for free for 6 months.
Oh yeah.
But never really released. I mean that there was no radio campaigns or marketing campaigns. We actually have some of that more properly.
The first kind of two you've been like, it's been the band's thing rather than kind of the labels thing.
Yeah, we got
full control of it.
Yeah.
So I've been, you still kind of enjoying doing it that way?
Yes, I would much rather be independent any day of the week. Absolutely, yeah.
Is that kind of obviously because you've been, since day one with the band, you've been very much like, at the helm of the kind of production and stuff like that. Has it given you like a lot more options as well? Have you found things?
Yeah, I mean, when you're on your own, you can rely on yourself. You can work as hard as you want to work, and you can write your own ticket, and you can make adjustments along the way. Labels, it doesn't really work that way. But labels serve an incredible purpose, but I think this day and age, they're better to work with a band directly rather than you sign away your life to it, and then you work when they want you to work.
So have you found like, I mean, a lot of that obviously the kind of changes in technology has kind of pushed that quite a bit as well. Like you kind of found that, have you found that, having things like, for the first part of Love, that you could do that, you could just go have the record and not, there was no one, it wasn't really kind of so much about, do you think it's more like that now? Not about so much money, but kind of like getting music out there to people and interacting with people a lot more?
The internet works in a way that if you create something good, people will find out about it. You just gotta be smart about it, be consistent with it. You gotta make noise with being ambitious, and I think people will pass it around.
So would you say, like, for say if someone started a band, they came here tonight, they were like, oh, this is amazing. They go, I want to start a band tomorrow morning. They wake up tomorrow morning and go, I'm gonna start a new band. What would be like your, considering that they've got the internet and, like you said, like, quality, obviously if you put something good out, people are going to do it. What would be like your kind of big tip for them?
My big tip is don't rely on anybody to do anything for you. I would say definitely try to concentrate on doing things that encompass the music in different ways that other bands have not tried to do or have not done in a long time. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the music is considered the same to a lot of people, but it's how you package it and how you present it. Sometimes that can be the spark that you need to have the whole thing ignite. So I would think you got to think a lot deeper and bigger than even just the music itself.
So do you find that, would you say to bands like, try and make your own records rather than having a producer, almost like the way that you've gone with?
It's hard because I learned a lot from having a producer until there's a time where I didn't need one. So I can't pretend that you don't need one. It depends on the individual,
Cool. So just kind of equip yourself with, don't do things, don't rely on other people to do things. You could kind of just do it yourself.
Never, and you always got to try and learn from everybody. Never write anyone off. You always got to be open to learning because there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn.
That'd be the number one lesson, just learn.
Yes, absolutely.
So you think, like, obviously there's been, you guys have been so busy recently, kind of, and it's the kind of next big thing is like DVD release, I guess.
Well, no, we got the movie score coming out
in
the summer, and then we got we'll have a Blu-ray, coffee table book, and remixes coming out Christmas, live album, live DVD, and then we're already off recording the next record. So we have a lot going on right now, a lot of things.
So it's just it really is gonna be one of those years then, really, where it's just
lots of stuff.
Every morning sort of thing. I mean, do you find, with the kind of schedule you got coming up, and you've been kind of doing international tours for well over 10 years now, I guess. Like, is it that just kind of clicked into the day-to-day now? You just kind of go, you got to hop on a plane. That's just.
Well, it's all part of the schedule.
Yeah.
We have a strong couple years mapped out of where we need to be and when. So just follow that path, see where it takes us.
So do you think with have you guys got more kind of, you've had quite a lot of stuff going on with like the visuals with the band has been quite a key part of it. Would you agree? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Is that something that when it comes to the next record, is that going to be another big part of that record as well?
Yes. Every record we put out will have a companion piece that is some type of greater, ambitious visual art piece. There would be different forms of media, but most likely a feature film with every record.
So is obviously the last two records came as a whole and in two parts sort of thing. Is the next one a completely new chapter for you guys?
Yes, completely new. It's called Strange Times. So if you go to strangetimes.com, you can kind of get an idea of what possibly we might be doing.
Have you got that kind of mapped out in your heads already? Like, is that kind of?
Yes.
It's all just sort of stored and ready to kind of go.
It is. It's ready. So I'm not going to tell you guys yet. It's a secret.
When were you in the studio again? Sorry.
We've already started.
Already started putting that one down. Is it like, do you find, is the recording process quite sporadic for you guys then? It's just kind of with the schedule, like if you've already started and you've got breaks to do tours and things like that?
Yeah, we have our own studio, so we record whenever we're at home. So we've been doing the score, now we're on the remixes, and then we start recording proper songs, and then and we'll continue to do that when we get back.
do you guys end up doing that over, you know, do you need to all be, you don't really need to be in all the same places, I guess? Do you guys send stuff to each other?
We all live in San Diego, so it's fine. We all come there.
Like even when you're kind of out on tour with other bands and things like that,
Oh, with Blink? No. Well, those guys still work. Yeah, we just email.
So yeah, that's what I meant, like just kind of when you're away kind of doing other bits and pieces, you get stuff through and kind of listen to it. Yeah. Cool. All right, well I will leave you to the rest of your day.
Yeah, I gotta play a show tonight. I'm tired.
Oh, it's a tough life though, isn't it?
It's a lot harder than people think, to be honest. In the past 13 days, we've played 12 shows. That's a lot, when every city's about 8 hours away from each other.
Do you find the driving here a bit easier than in the US?
No. Well, the highways in Europe are nice, but the cities here are like crazy, you know. But but thank you for your time.
Cool.
You know, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching. And are you gonna stay around for the show? All right, good. All right. Bye, guys.
Cool. Thank you very much, man.